Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay Glaffer from Geek Dad Life.
And I'm Dan Larson from Secret Galaxy.
And we're here to dive into your favorite toy lines 1 year at a time. And Dan, we've arrived at our season 1 finale.
This is it. End of the line.
Into the
That's a action figure joke. End of the line.
Yes, it is. It is. And no, that's not. I was thinking there's a Tron thing too, but it's like
It's a good Tron thing too.
Yeah.
Programmer thing.
You see the new trailer for that?
I did. I'm looking forward to that. I think it looks good.
I think it looks really good too.
I like the second movie. Everybody gives it a bunch of crap, but I like the second movie.
I think the second movie is phenomenal. And but to me, it's so much of like just the soundtrack and the look, and aesthetic. It's just a vibe, and that's
I would have loved if they just said, "Nope, the first movie is the aesthetic, and we're sticking with that. Get your hockey pads with black tape on it. That's how we're going to do it exactly the same way." I would have been totally fine with that.
Yes,
I love that movie when they talk about just like a vibe, like I want to live in the world of the first Tron movie. The second movie, it's like obviously you got to update things and whatever, but I'm just like, man, I just want to live in that first movie.
I don't know if you know something. The arcade game is my favorite arcade game.
So good,
of all time.
Well, there's different ones. There's
Disc of Tron and the original Tron. But yeah, I've always loved that game, and it's so hard. But I found an old guide like from some magazine or something online, and so I like studied and memorized all the levels. And I think the farthest I got was like I moved the 8th round of the 4 mini games. Anyways, it's so intense.
Yeah. And I mean, what was there's no better thrill than walking up to one of those, black light games, and you're in the game. You're part of the experience. Yeah.
So good. Yeah. Magical.
Love it so much. Like, when you talk about like owning arcade cabinets, I'm like, well, I'd have to have any of the Tron ones, Star Wars Death Star, sit down X-Wing game.
That's a great one. I've owned 3 Tron arcade cabinets. One almost got me divorced because I accidentally.
From this wife?
My current wife. She's still married to me, Colleen. Thank God. But I did the collectors will know this. Toy buyers will maybe have done this in the past. Maybe it's just me. I pined over owning one. I had salivated the chance of owning a Tron arcade forever. And there was one on eBay, and I just put in like a low ball bid. I was like, there's no way they're gonna a best offer. I put a low ball best offer, and they took the offer.
I assume it was local pickup.
No. I had to like Fastenal shipper. I had to actually hire.
You had to like put it on a pallet. And...
Yes.
Nice.
I had to find this company to palletize the Tron. And I think it was like Michigan or something.
Jesus.
I did all of this without Colleen's knowledge or consent. To which I then had to come clean, and she wasn't very happy about it.
Would that be less surprising if it happened now?
No, not now. Because I didn't have this channel yet or anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if it happened now, she'd be like, "Ugh, all right, well, how
it's
long
for
are you
the
keeping
channel.
it?"
It's content.
Right, exactly.
There was no content involved
here. Do you have any of the little one-up arcades or whatever they are?
So
quarter size
I got a third one that was in the garage, or I sold that one to make peace with my wife.
Smart move.
It was the right move. And then eventually I found another one for cheap, and I got it work. I fixed it. But then once I heard, or once Arcade One Up did the Atari, the Disney Atari Star Wars.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they're going to do a Tron. So then I sold that, and then now I have the Arcade One Up Tron.
Okay.
In the house. Yeah. And the only arcade cabinet I have left is I have the Miss Pac-Man cocktail.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I got that for like $200 on Facebook Marketplace.
Nice.
Had vertical line collapse on the monitor, the old CRT.
Okay. Yeah.
But you can people don't, maybe I don't know, you can fix those. And so because the parts for old CRT are so big. So I just basically found like a recapping of a CRT monitor kit, and I fixed it, and it plays amazing.
That's awesome. Got to recreate that Pizza Hut experience.
It kind of smells like old cigarettes and greasy
Yeah,
pizza. It just has that
of
feel.
course.
It's amazing.
So good. They just tore down it probably was like 3 years ago. But the last like Pizza Hut shaped Pizza Hut in our area. And that one was like right up to the end, it was old Pizza Hut.
It did still have like the the lamps and
All of it.
the
The
salad
booths,
bar. Still a
the
salad
wood
bar.
chairs, the salad bar, everything was still in there. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. And not, I mean, they didn't just tear it down. They like raised it. Like it's gone. They took like every trace of a building ever having been there is gone. The only thing that's there now is a parking lot and grass. That's it.
Paved paradise.
It's gone.
Parking lot.
Parking lot.
They still near the town that John longtime host of the live show where his toy shop is, they still have a Pizza Hut that's in the old shape, but I haven't gone in it. Maybe I should go inside and see if it's still.
See if you got to see if it's one of the more like modern ones or if it's the retro modern where they've redone it, because retro is the style now.
Yes, I've seen pictures of like old school style Pizza Huts. Yeah. That was good times. Good times. We didn't know what we had until it was gone.
That's 2 songs you just worked in. Good job.
Okay, we're here.
Yes.
In the season finale. To talk about a quick line, like a quick oneer. Kenner's Superman Man of Steel toy line. Came out in 95. I think things went into 96. But kind of the first Superman toy line specific. Gosh, in all since Mego, maybe?
No, I mean there were Superman figures and superpowers.
Sure. One's in like DC collection lines.
Sure.
But like a Superman
specific. Yeah.
Specifically. No, like was there any like because Mego was like a collection line too? Like, is this the first like Superman toy line?
As far as I can think of, yes, because Superman was part of World's Greatest Superheroes, which was everybody, including Marvel characters.
Yeah.
And then there was like Pocket Heroes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Kenner does superpowers. After superpowers, I think this is the next line.
Because you have Toy Biz DC, yes, DC superpowers.
Oh, that's right. Those are in there too.
For like,
but those are basically just superpowers redo.
Yep. And then, and then you have like Batmania of 89. And then Kenner eventually gets it, and Kenner just doesn't stop doing Batman. And then eventually you get Kenner's Superman Man of Steel toy line. But I'm curious. Okay, so part of the thought of doing this is because the timing kind of coincided with the new Superman film that's out in theaters now, which I'm sure you've seen.
I have not.
I like this is pre-recorded. We talked about this before recording, and I was blown away, Dan.
I've been very busy. I have lots of things to do. It's not a priority right
now. Well, I won't spoil anything other than to say I did really enjoy the film. And we've kind of just been in this Superman mindset, at least in this household, like in anticipation of that movie. I showed the boys the first movie, and
the first movie, Christopher Reeve, 78.
The 78 film.
What did they think of that?
My oldest, like, he got weirdly scared of it, so then he like ran away and didn't want to watch the movie.
What?
Yeah, you know what's funny is like war things don't scare him, violence doesn't scare him. It's like tense social interactions.
Oh,
so like once Clark Kent came out and like he had feelings for like Lois Lane, he's like, nope, not for me, and he just left. He just doesn't like the whatever.
That's fine. That's fine. Was he like 10?
Yeah, 11. He's 11.
That's fine. That's healthy. That's fine.
But my youngest just was all about it, and he was just like, okay, what's this? Oh, that's Lex Luthor. And his name's my son's name's Alex, but we've as a nickname called him Lex forever.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. They just like got really into Lex Luthor.
You're gonna come home, he's gonna be shaving his head.
Yeah, exactly.
Dad, we need to talk about some stuff.
But that being said, like, I hadn't watched that movie in a long time, but it was like, as a kid, Superman was my guy before Batman, and it's just such a like, a Christopher Reeve's performance is incredible.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
I was
performance.
talking to somebody, I think maybe Mike Case, I think maybe he and I were talking, I think he just recently rewatched it, and
Mhm.
the anybody who would have watched it, you haven't seen it in a while, check it out.
Yeah.
It's real slow, right?
Oh, it
Like
is slow.
it is not the pacing of a
Mm-mm.
modern film.
No, no.
So I was curious to see if your kids were gonna be like, this movie's really boring and it sucks.
No, I think they got because it is slow, but it is like an epic kind of film. Like, it took
Mm.
itself very seriously. Like, okay, you had 2001: A Space Odyssey. This
Yeah.
is
No, it was
Superman.
well, that's a credit to, Christopher Reeve and everybody in that cast, is that he
Yeah.
plays it so straight, and it's
Mhm.
never the only wink at the camera is to acknowledge the audience. Like that, that scene at the end, he's flying around Earth and he
Yeah.
takes off, he looks right into the camera. That's a, you know, little fourth wall breaking kind of
Mhm.
moment, but it's never a joke.
Yeah.
He's playing it super serious and super straight.
And it's just really like, it's really charming. I also was worried it would be a little too slow, but I think they also love John Williams, and they've heard the soundtrack
Okay.
before,
Yeah, yeah.
or at least, the theme.
Yeah.
It's so ubiquitous, and there's just those moments where that's where I can usually, if I can get my kids into a movie because they like, when they got into Jurassic Park and then Star
Mm.
Wars or whatever, it's like, "It's the same guy?" I'm like, "Yeah, the same guy did that music, did this music." And so there was a moment not before this, but there's like, "He did Superman too?" I was like, "Yeah, he did Superman." And so I think there's just a that was my in to be like, "Hey, John Williams score.
Nice.
Pretty good." It's so
Awesome.
epic. The score is so
So you're
epic.
gonna show them 2 and 3 and 4 and 5?
So we started 2, tonight. But I will say my youngest, I don't know if you've seen 2 in a while either, but
It's been a bit, and I think the last time I watched it was the, like, Donner cut or whatever it is.
okay, I think I need to watch the Donner cut because the the intro to the film is all like a recap of the first movie
Mm,
over the
mhm.
credits, and then my youngest was like, "Are we just gonna, like, rewatch the whole first movie?" And I was like, "Nah," because you gotta
Fast
remember, like,
forward,
they didn't
yeah.
have, VHS tapes or whatever, like, you may have not seen the movie since it
Yeah,
came out 2 years before or whatever. You gotta get people back into the swing of things.
totally, yeah.
So that was a fun moment, but anyway, so what is Superman to you? Like, what was he a big character for you?
Yeah, same thing. Anybody who watched those, who anybody who was around for those Superman movies at that time, and I was born in '76, so the first Superman movie was still a little young when it first came out,
Mhm.
but it was one of the first beta tapes that we ever got.
Yeah.
So that was a movie that I was able to rewatch pretty regularly. And when you only owned like 3 tapes,
Yep.
you watched them all pretty regularly.
Mhm.
Superman, Winnie the Pooh, and Tigger 2, and Saturday Night Fever. That's for the first
Okay.
three. Yeah.
That's a
So
good spread there.
exactly. Something for everybody. But yeah, no, it was I love that movie. And the rest of that series, for all their faults,
Yes.
you don't know that stuff when you're a kid. You just, this is
Exactly.
the next Superman movie, so you watch it and you go, that was neat.
Mhm.
This part I didn't love, whatever.
Yeah,
Like Richard Pryor, why is he in this movie? I don't know. I don't even know who Richard Pryor is.
exactly.
Just watching the movie. Who cares? And it's not until later that you go back with the cynicism and the jaded sort of like, that stuff falls apart. But that was my ideal of Superman. I grew up with Super Friends and the Justice League and all that
Mhm.
stuff. And so that's the Superman that, I really connected with as a
Yeah.
kid, teen, and growing up. And, when I get into comics, especially in through the, teenage years, it's all X-Men and Punisher, and,
Mhm.
Superman's got no place in that. And so there's definitely that period of time where I was like, I don't care. Kill him. He's already dead to me. I'm too cool for Superman. You know? 'Cause it just didn't connect. The Dark Age, like I read
Yeah,
Dark Knight, and he's the sort of
yeah.
agent of Ronald Reagan, and
Mhm.
beating
Yeah.
Batman up and all that stuff. But that's sort of a comeback around to it, and then when I
Mhm.
did get back into Superman, later in my comics reading life, more into like the college years, I was like, yeah, I don't like the burn everybody to the ground with your heat vision. I don't, I like that wholesome he has the power, and his real strength is his ability to use it the right way, to stand up, truth, justice, and a better tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I think it is funny how like because it's similar for me. Like I was younger, but my dad, I think we just rented the tapes, but like saw them very young, and just fell in love with those. But just see, I just as a kid, it's just like he's got super strength and he can fly. Like there's nothing cooler than that.
And there's nothing more pure. You throw the towel or the
Yes.
blanket around your neck, and you're Superman too, running
Yeah.
down the.
Um, and so that's what it was. I had the pajamas, the
The
pajamas with the
underoos, all
little
that stuff. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
and, but I had a Superman cape that I don't know if somebody stitched for me or something, but that I love that cape. It was, like, my favorite thing. And then, we got at a grocery store, the Fleischer cartoons, because they were, like, public
Oh
domain by
yeah,
that
right,
point,
right. Yeah.
so you get those tapes for cheap, and that's like, that was a Superman I just watched over and over and over again, was the Fleischer cartoons. Um, and, uh, and yeah, it was just an absolute obsession. I remember, um, my parents, because they knew I was, like, obsessed with Superman, there's like, "Jay, we got you a Superman poster." And I didn't know what a poster was. I had no earthly idea what a poster was.
Cool. One question.
Yeah, I was just and I remember, because I think I was, like, 3. I remember asking them, "Awesome, what's a poster?" And in my mind, because 'cause I'm just into action figures, so I'm thinking the
Yeah.
coolest, like, is it like a play
Poster.
set with, like
Right.
like, it's like, it's cool. It's like Superman. He's in it. He's in the poster. I'm like, "Okay."
All right.
It's just
Sounds awesome.
grandiose ideas somewhere vividly thinking in my head. Because I was a kid of divorce, so I think like, parents picked me up, I was driving me home, they told me they got me a poster, and, all these wild ideas of how awesome it would be, and then I see the poster, and it's a poster, but, I was like,
Just paper.
"Ooh."
Yeah.
I mean, that's Superman, you're right, that is Superman on that poster. Um,
Yeah,
but
there was there was a Superboy TV show.
I watched that too.
Yeah, I watched that. I didn't watch Lois and Clark.
I
The Adventures of
kinda
Lois and
did, but
Clark.
it felt more soap opera-y. I kinda felt like
Yeah,
it was
I
more
wasn't for that. And I
yeah,
didn't watch Smallville either. Like I tried to, but I was once you sort of lock in, you're like, they're never gonna put him in his super suit. This ain't for me. Like I need him in his super suit.
yeah, yes,
Like
yes.
I couldn't get into that either. But I was like, just as far as like keeping tabs on the character and pop
Sure.
culture and media and what he's doing, it's like, oh, cool. They're doing something with Superman. That's really neat.
Well, and I guess that so, like, Batman comes around '89, and it just takes over everything, and that's where I think the shift for me was, okay, he's awesome, he's so dark and brooding, so cool, he's got all these gadgets and stuff, that's cool. Um, but where were you where were you when you found out Superman was gonna die? Like, what was the death of Superman? What was that to you?
Yeah. I had read enough comics that I knew how death in comics worked.
Okay. Okay, so you
That
knew,
was
like
that was still sort of in that it was still in the sort of ramping up of death in comics. You
sure.
knew some characters. There was always a joke of nobody stays dead but Bucky, right?
Mhm. Yeah, well,
But Bucky's back too.
yeah.
So like even that rule is gone. But at the time it was still like, could they is this a real thing? Are they actually going to kill him off? Are they actually going to kill this character who's now 60, 65 years old, whatever it was at the
Mhm.
time? Are they actually going to take him out? And I didn't appreciate it. I don't appreciate that. That's always like a marketing thing. It's always like,
Mhm.
we need to juice the numbers. Let's kill them off. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't like that. But that's sort of what DC had been doing with a lot of their characters, was trying to revamp them, bring them into the 90s.
Mhm.
Aquaman cutting off his hand, long
Yep.
hair, all that stuff. Green Lantern becoming Parallax, and
Mhm.
just all these sort of dark stories that now I can look back and say, sort of analyze that moment in pop culture history for what it was, the death of Superman, all those things. So I hadn't really been reading DC comics at all. I've been keeping an eye on them because I was big into comics and I was at the comic shop every week, so I knew what was happening with DC. But my friends and I were all very, very much into Marvel, and you couldn't do
Mhm.
both.
You couldn't live in both worlds.
You had to be one or the other. It was sharks and jets. You couldn't mix the two. Yeah. So heavily Marvel. But when that happened, it was that sort of era of Spider-Man #1 and
Yes.
X-Men #1 and all of that. Like, how many books can we move? And I still have my, bought 2 copies, one to keep in a package, still in a package, still in a Mylar sleeve in my comic box in the basement, and then I have the copy that I opened, but I didn't buy all the issues leading up to it. I just bought that issue. Yeah.
So I'm curious because I was younger and so I was just really like I didn't have like the cynicism of like, oh, he's not gonna really die. Like I literally believed it. And I remember it was on some TV, maybe it was on the news. They said,
oh yeah, no, it was definitely on the news.
Gonna die. And I was like, what?
Yeah, it was definitely on the news.
And so like my dad, who was kind of nerdy but didn't want to fully admit he was a nerd, like he like totally got locked in as well, and we were buying all the issues and everything like that. But so did you have that sense of cynicism, like he's not really gonna die or whatever?
Well, so I actually sitting here for our listeners who can't actually see the video right now, I'm wearing a Superman t-shirt, and when you just said that, it reminded me of something that I did, and I was not knowing how it was actually going to shake out and not knowing what the actual repercussions were going to be. I went out and bought a Superman t-shirt.
Oh,
I think I still have it somewhere. Like this one, the symbol's pretty big. It was a bit smaller, but this kind of stuff just wasn't everywhere. Like you can go, you can buy a Superman symbol t-shirt, 10 different versions of the symbol, any color shirt you want it on, button up, like a cardigan, whatever you want. You can get Superman shirt anywhere. But at the time, it was a very rare thing to see a Superman shirt. And so I was like, if this is really it, if this is the end of this character, if they're never going to do anything with this character again, I'm going to mark the occasion by buying a memorial t-shirt and make sure that I have this shirt was bought. I owned this before Superman died.
Yeah. No, it's a good point. Like I remember even like and it was such a treat sometimes because like Hot Topic when they first came out, Spencer's or something, like, and they would have like a Ghostbusters shirt or something, like, oh my god, it's the first time I can get it with just the Ghostbuster. Now they have it at Target, Walmart, they have every damn place.
Anywhere. You don't like this one, wait for the next one.
Yeah, every iconography of every pop culture thing ever at all times.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
Yeah. There are websites that do 80s teas that have that kind of stuff all over.
Promo code Secret Galaxy.
You want to sponsor this show too?
So you didn't read the run up, but you read the Death of Superman bit,
the actual issue. Yeah, and I was very confused. I didn't know who any of the characters were. Not know what was going on.
I just remember like I just read them over and over again. I just thought it was so sad. Like Superman's dead. And then the whole like, rebirth thing. Because this whole Man of Steel toy line is basically like the Death of Superman toy line. Because so many of the toys are like post that event. You have a Doomsday and you have Superboy, you have Steel, Laser Superman. But this came out like 3 years after the Death of Superman's toy line. But like, I don't know if people that weren't there, because we do have younger viewers or listeners of this show, like comic books were just so hot. It was like red hot in this time. Everybody, like just like how we talked about Power of the Force 2, where everyone was just buying them because like I need to save these because these will be worth $1 bajillion in 20 years. Like the same thing was happening with comics around this time, right? The same
big time. Yes.
Huge. Right? But alas, it had kind of the same fate as Power of the Force 2 and some of those other things. But so you said you still have your one that you kept sealed. Do you have a whole bunch of other leftover comics from that era of just like?
Yeah, no, I still have all my I have like 12 long boxes down in the basement. But most of it is from that mid 80s into the late 90s, early 2000s. I was reading comics regularly up until I don't know, probably it's probably longer ago than I think it is. Like 10 years maybe. It's probably right after we started the channel, so probably 2016, 2017. I just got to the point where I got and ironically you just mentioned it, event fatigue, just constant event after constant event. And I got very tired of following those events, being a good comic book buyer, following the event and having the end spoiled by the news. like, because it became a sellable thing, a marketable thing for Marvel, for DC, to allow the Today Show or to allow the news or whatever, somebody to be able to announce the ending of that and get a little kickback or whatever. And I got tired of that. I was just like, I just bought 30 comic books and read this story over the course of like 6 months to accidentally hear how it ends. Superman's gonna die. Like, oh, okay, great. Well, I guess I don't need to buy that book now, you know? It's frustrating.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still have all those comic books. It's still a very big part of growing up and my entertainment and characters that I liked and got me, you know, into action figures and all that stuff.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned superhero fatigue. I think this is the new Superman movie. Again, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's the first movie that I feel actually understands superhero fatigue or like what has happened in like the cultural zeitgeist of movies and stuff. And I think that's what's so refreshing about it. And so really, really enjoy it from that perspective. And also, sorry, Snyder Bros. I just wasn't a huge fan of the
There's bits that I liked. There are definitely things that they did that I liked about those movies.
Absolutely.
And but there's more that I didn't like.
Yeah.
But I'm also willing to just say, like, look, you liked it. Fantastic. Wasn't my favorite thing. The way stuff gets rebooted, reinvented, redone, none of these brands are going away ever.
Yeah.
So if you don't like this version, just wait for the next one.
Exactly. Exactly. That's it's just the online discourse of just like, we had it all and now it's wasted. It's very interesting. Just like
so stupid. Just do something else.
All right. This toy line, this toy line, Dan, mean anything to you?
I enjoyed it at the time. And you know, just from an action figure standpoint, it was exciting that action figures were getting to a point where you were getting things you never had. You were seeing things you never had. They were trying new stuff and they were making figures for an audience that was getting older. You know, yes, these are still for kids. They have play gimmicks, you know, action features and those sorts of things. But I remember these fitting right alongside on my shelves, right next to those Toy Biz X-Men, Toy Biz Spider-Man, all that stuff. And being, very excited for this line.
Yeah, I was pumped because I should have brought him down here. My main Superman was the Toy Biz one for forever, and I still have that one to this day. But I lost his cape, and he was really beat up. And so when I saw this at our Target in El Cajon, California, for those, it's still there, that Target to this day. It was just such a like, oh, and just the primary colors, it just pops. And it catches your eye. And so like Batman had been on shelves what felt like to me an eternity without any Superman love. And once I saw this, I was like, yes.
Well, and just like Star Wars, you know, it had been a good decade since Superman, since you'd been able to go to the store and buy a Superman figure. So there was already that sense of nostalgia, even in the 90s.
Exactly. And I remember like seeing this. And so I found this at the flea market this past week. I have another one that I bought intending for this episode. But this one I'm going to rip open in this episode.
Nice.
Stay tuned. But I just remember seeing, I was really ticked off about the non-cloth goods cape. And that was my only like big critique. It's like, come on.
Yeah. You're so close. We're on the verge of greatness.
But this toy line is kind of interesting. So it's a few years after Death of Superman. In Allison's research, she brought up that there are probably few different factors that went into this toy line becoming a thing. One, there was eventually this was replaced by the animated series toy line, the Superman animated series toy line. You had Batman on shelves for a while, but also this whole Skybox trading cards, which these figures came with, which we'll open up in here. Were you like a comics trading card guy?
Yeah. I had all the Marvel cards. I had the Punisher cards, the Star Wars cards, all that stuff. I had all those cards for sure.
Nice. Awesome. I was a baseball card guy, but I never really got too much into the nerdy cards for it. I had a few, but I didn't feel like I had to buy all of them.
I had a group of friends that we were all enabling each other. It's the same thing as today. And you and Robo and everybody else I know, Mike, you know, it's just like, if I didn't know you guys, I'd still be doing this, but I don't know if I'd be doing it the same way, you know,
not as hard.
Exactly.
So yeah, it is kind of just this interesting little toy line that kind of existed for just about a year. And then some other things were used in other toy lines. Like we're gonna get into some of the unreleased stuff. But how much of these did you get? Just like get Superman or like at the time?
We'll go figure by figure here and jog my memory.
All right, well, let's start out with the first one here, Power Flight Superman. I'm gonna open this bad boy up. Let me flip the camera here. It's the only one I have actually carded, and we got pictures of the rest from the old Cool Toy review. I already did reviews of these. But let's see if this has air from 1995. 30 years.
I think this one was actually one I didn't have.
Really?
I don't know if I'm looking at this figure. And I'm like, I don't recall. I got it later. I picked it up later, flea market, yard sale, something.
Sure.
But yeah, as brief as Mullet Superman was, my taste for it was even briefer.
Yeah, it was. I did not dig the mullet look for sure.
Yeah.
I have a greater appreciation of it now just because it is such a of its moment kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it literally everybody in comics had a mullet for weeks.
Exactly.
Every single character.
But okay, this is like it has its own bubble. I thought it was like the old
oh yeah, that's like how McFarlane does them now.
Yeah, exactly. But like the Toy Biz ones, it was just like a little sleeve that just kind of taped. Oh, this is like on there really. Well, this isn't going to be AFA graded, I'll tell you that much.
May already be AFA graded.
Oh my god.
Joe Gisco. He's done a lot of stuff. Joe Gisco.
Oh yeah.
Jusko. I don't know how it's pronounced. But yeah, he was a cover artist, all kinds of stuff like that. Posters that you were just talking about, your poster that you got. I definitely I also collect posters. I have definitely several posters that he did the art for.
Superman is so jacked.
He's pretty washboard. Yeah, he's pretty. That is a tight fitting outfit. Every little nook and cranny of his muscles.
Very sinewy.
I don't know. Is that like a chain ladder? What is that?
Well, because it's his accessory with the toy.
Yeah. What is it? A chain ladder? What is that?
I don't know. I was just like,
say what it is on the box.
Yeah, you're right. Let's look. Take off force arm action.
No, I think that's just his arm flying up so that it's like he's flying. It should say right there.
It says attach chain.
His chain. Okay.
To figure's wrist. Because I think the whole point is like, it's the classic Superman thing where he breaks through the chains or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you wrap him around, maybe. I don't know. So you got the cape. And so
there's one picture on the link you had there in the notes where it has one of those circles attached to his ankle and the other one attached to a wrist. But I don't know.
Like,
can he break out of it if he then flex his arms up?
I think that's the point. Like, do he squeeze it?
Work? Does the mechanism work at all?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay.
I don't know how to activate it though. Oh, you just flick his hands.
Okay. So you have a little discoloration there. That torso is a little darker than the arms and legs. Yeah.
I mean, this was sitting probably in a bin in an attic somewhere for a long time. But I mean, just as a toy, like as a Superman action figure,
is his neck articulated?
It does. It's part of like
okay.
And I think
because
his hands and then you see he kind of looks down and then he's like, whoop.
Yeah, okay. But it's a good looking figure, like there's in Allison's notes, there's definitely a point there about the sort of influence of the Ninja Turtle era, right? The pre-posed, the sort of action stance. And that one's, pretty straightforward. It's almost straight neutral. He's got like one superpowers arm on the left and then just a regular arm.
Yep. Because he's trying to do like his flight pose thing.
Yeah.
And I would assume like the neck is supposed to like go upward.
That's what I thought was going to happen. Yeah, that it had a little bit more looking up, looking forward kind of movement to it.
But it's not bad. It's a pretty solid figure. I would say like maybe over time this cape doesn't sit perfectly on it. But it's a pretty solid cape too. putting like a cloth goods cape would have been way better, I think. Where were you at? Did you dig the transition to the more rubber capes, or did you prefer the cloth goods?
No, and there's actually in the animated series line, there's like a quick change Superman that Clark Kent to Superman, and the action feature is there's like a plastic Clark Kent torso that you sort of and the head is on a spring mechanism that goes down into the chest, and that figure has a cloth cape because you bundle up the cape and like put it in the backpack. And I loved that aspect of it, that the sort of engineering of the mechanic of the toy, the gameplay mechanism necessitated a fabric cape. So I would take, even then, fabric capes over, because superpowers had cloth capes.
Exactly. And it was perfect.
Yeah. Why'd we go backwards?
Yeah, exactly. I think there's something, I don't know, like maybe it was just like a this is a cool toy review, is all the pictures for these, or most of these that we're going through. But he kind of wraps it around him, and then I guess you can kind of like
so many things you can do with it.
Just... so many uses. I lost this so fast. I didn't give a crap about this.
No. I would have put it in an accessory bin and forgot what it was.
Yeah, exactly. But not a bad set. Not a bad set.
No, not a bad figure. It's a good figure. How does that stack up to? I don't know. You got something in arm's reach you could compare it to? Hold it up.
Oh, like size wise?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Here I got the Keaton Batman.
So that's new superpowers. Okay.
Oh no, yeah, this is original Kenner. This is original Kenner. So he's taller.
Oh right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's a little taller. But I would expect. I have no problem with Superman being a little taller than Batman.
That's fair. Let's see. What about here we go. I don't know why he's sitting out here. Here we go.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
No, it's way too big.
You have a Boba Fett standing right there?
Yeah, I got the Kenner one. I got both actually. Hold on.
Yeah.
There you go. You
got there it is. Oh, it makes sense. Perfect.
And then I mean, if you're thinking you want to stack this next to your Toy Biz.
I have to assume that's what they were going for.
It does actually kind of
compatibility, nice. Yeah, exactly. Just roll them right in with your pre-existing superhero action figure collection.
But did they ever really give us a Batman like this? Because this Batman's way smaller than the Toy Biz one.
I mean, there's a lot of Batmans. You could probably find one that worked.
I wonder what the one is.
Legends of the Dark Knight, something. There's got to be something.
But the Legends of the Dark Knight, he was like a swashbuckling pirate.
Yeah.
There was just that era of Batman would just tick me off. I just want a regular Batman.
Normal Batman.
Yes. Like
you
what?
Give me every other version. Can we go back to just regular?
Yes.
Plain vanilla Batman.
I feel like that didn't happen until like the Marvel, Mattel Batman line of the early 2000s. You remember that one?
No one.
You would if you saw it.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I think the Four Horsemen were sculpting because they were doing Motu at the same time. But I feel like that was the first like regular looking Batman we got since like the Dark Knight or Batman collection. All right, so there's your Superman. We've got some other figures here. We got Lex Luthor, Mr. Luthor. He looks like he kind of looks like a G.I. Joe, like an extreme G.I. Joe.
He looks very G.I. Joe extreme, yeah, for sure. With like a Predator helmet.
Yeah.
or like Black Manta, he's working with him. Interesting. It's an interesting look.
I guess.
I don't love those giant blade things, whatever those are supposed to be. Are those gun blades?
My guess is like, are they made out of kryptonite? So that's like his whole deal.
Maybe. This website doesn't give us packaging.
No, it does not. But yeah, I did not get this one as a kid. So
I honestly don't know if I've ever even seen this figure. I've probably seen him in some, quarter bins, dollar bins, whatever, without the gear, and not realized it was Lex Luthor.
Yeah, other than him being bald, I would have thought it was a G.I. Joe extreme.
He just looks like some goon. He looks like a goon guy, Give him that purple, give him that green, Power suit.
Right? It's kind of weird how, like, Lex Luthor, more often than not, he's just in a suit or whatever, right? But it's
Yeah,
like,
right.
as a toy, is his, like, power suit thing the only thing that's kinda compelling as a toy?
I think
Because
so,
this is
yeah.
not compelling.
No, he's also doing Michael Jackson there with the one glove.
Yeah. It's in a weird pose, like, what is
It
this?
is a weird pose, yeah.
Um, alright, here's a big character from that, post Death of Superman era, Man of Steel. Steel, where were you on the Steel game?
I liked Steel. Of the 4 substitute Supermen that showed up after the death of Superman, he was absolutely by far my favorite.
Okay.
I stuck with him for a while. Plus, I really loved. I think John Bogdanov was the artist who was working on that book at the time, and I just loved his art. Love the idea of the character,
Mhm.
and that he sort of got that official Superman recognition there.
Yeah.
For a while. This figure, I had this one. It's interesting. It's got that sort of hammering action. I'm not sure what the call
Mhm.
out is on the box. But I was like, put the hammer in his hand. He's holding it with the one hand and supporting it with the
And
other one. It's
supporting
not
it, yeah.
offensive, as a toy. you know.
Mhm.
He's got his hammer. It's not some other silly accessory, power hammer that's like 10 times too big or whatever, the wrong color. And it was a pretty straightforward figure, and this definitely was on my shelf and something that I liked to and have for a while.
Yeah, it is a pretty decent especially for, like, mid-90s, 1995.
Yeah, and it's the first Steel figure. So
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
when was the Shaq movie?
God, when were Shaq
97. He's in
Steel, okay.
97. Oof.
Did Kenner make those toys?
I don't know.
Let's see. Are they KB Toys exclusives? I don't know.
That says
Oh,
Kenner.
It is Kenner. Yeah.
Yikes.
Woof. I saw that movie in theaters. I went and saw
Ooh.
it in theater.
I still think I've never seen it.
It's not great. I
Do I
saw
need to watch that before I go see Superman?
No, you don't have to do that. Um, I just remember I saw that and Kazam. Is it Kazam?
Mhm, mhm.
I was all in on Shaq. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
he had his own Kenner toys as well, like,
yeah,
like the
yeah.
pose dunking, whatever.
Yeah, you
Um,
had a video game,
yeah,
a
yeah.
rap album.
I had his album, I had his rap
Yeah,
album.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Um, anyway, 90s was a wild time. All right, Superboy, again, one of those replacement, Superman characters. Um, I mean, it's a pretty decent looking Superboy. It's again, first
Yeah, for the
Superboy
era,
in this.
absolutely. Once again, this is probably the first Superboy, this
Mhm,
version of Superboy.
mhm, it is.
The jacket and the attitude. He doesn't have his glasses, but he's a
Didn't
good looking figure. He's not overposed.
exactly.
There's not this extreme thing going on. Pretty straightforward. Almost boring.
Which is of this era,
Yeah.
it was hard to find toys like that.
Yeah.
Um, were di were you? Because even, for me, I hated the overposed figures
I
of the
really
time.
hated it.
It ticked me off.
Well, I don't know if we're ever gonna get to Total Justice, but I did get all those figures. I did get and you wanna talk about
Oh my
sinewy and overly sculpted, overly
yes.
designed.
Yes.
I had all those.
Um, I never bought any of them because the posing pissed me
Oh,
off
it's real
so
bad. It's
much.
mullet Superman, it's all that stuff, but I was just so hungry
Right?
for Superman figures, for comic book related stuff. I was such a mark. So easy. My middle name is Mark.
We got Laser Superman. This is his, is it what is it? His regeneration suit, or what do they call it, this suit?
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
More mullet action. Um, did you care for this look? I didn't like it as a kid.
Not really. I mean, to me, it was like, just put him back in the suit.
Yeah.
He's back. We knew he was coming back. Just put him in the suit. I don't want to stick around with this. And I'm always, just like everybody else, way too reactionary. Like, there are
Mhm.
definitely things that happen like this that I look back on and say, I probably could have just enjoyed that at the time
Sure.
instead of being a butt about it,
Yes.
like, uh, you know, So I can appreciate it again for what it is now. It's absolutely a snapshot of a very specific moment in time. It's not a bad look. It's okay.
It's, I get what they were going, but it's so funny how I had that same feeling as well. Just like, I just put him back in his blue classic costume. What are we
Yeah.
doing here?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
if I had Twitter at the time, it just would have been.
Oh God, I would have been insufferable. Absolutely insufferable. Unemployable. For sure. This one again, though, not overly posed,
Right?
kind of straightforward. All of these, as a toy collector, there was a period of time there where you just were like, okay, I know it's going to come with a bunch of silly accessories. I'm just going to throw them in a bin and not worry about it.
Yeah. But didn't he have some kind of like laser gun thing in the comic?
Maybe. I don't remember.
Or maybe I'm just misremembering that. But again, classic look, classic character. Conduit. Were you aware of? Didn't know who this guy was as a kid.
Nope, absolutely not.
Um,
I don't know if this is an original character at the time or if that's a reinvented look for an existing character. I have no idea.
She did put in. Thank you, Allison. She may have thought we were going to go this route. Who the heck is Conduit?
There you go.
Kenneth Braverman
Mm.
was a classmate of Clark Kent.
Mainstream Universe, 1986.
Interesting. Okay.
First appearance. Oh, wait, no, that says first appearance October 94. So, yeah, invented for this era.
Yeah, exactly. Right, but I guess he was born in a truck near the crash site of Kal-El's whatever, and some exposure to kryptonite manifested later in life. Whatever. There's Conduit. He's a guy.
I mean, that's a 90s design. Look at that dude, and he's very 90s.
Where did he go? I lost him. But Conduit, this was one I did not buy, but it's one of those ones that I would see in bins and have like it could have been anything. Wouldn't be able to place it anywhere. Maybe like Aliens or
would have had no idea.
Right.
One of those, like, I know there was like, I think it was Ultraverse did some action figures. Is it from that? Is it some image thing? Is it, was this a giveaway, an issue of Wizard World? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. He
has a removable helmet. That's neat.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Good haircut.
Is he electrical guy? What are we doing here?
I think
what are his powers?
He's got.
Does he just like channel kryptonite through his cords?
2 gauntlets with coils. Well, I guess we go. Do we have to read about what his superpower is? Kenny. Is it a suit?
No, we're gonna have to go further down the page.
Yeah, here we go. Powers and abilities. Here we go.
Living energy generator that can process, manipulate, and act as a conduit for different kinds of energy, rechanneling and projecting it in destructive ways. Okay.
I guess that's fine.
Can't just be a regular guy going up against Superman. You gotta have something weird going on.
That's true.
That was always my issue with Doomsday was like, okay, we got to kill Superman. That's the event. Who can kill Superman? Well, either we got to come up with some clever way to have Lex Luthor finally do it after 60 years or whatever, or we have to invent a character that just is clearly invented to exploit killing Superman. And that's what it was.
But I guess would have been better if Lex finally got him, or
I agree. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that maybe there was a part of them that were like, well, we don't want to do that. We don't want to close that loop, because then does that make Lex Luthor irrelevant after the event?
Sure. But it could add more power. I don't know. All right. Let's see. Solar Suit Superman. Now, this is when we're getting into that Kenner, let's have 10,000 variants. Not the best image here. I didn't get this. I had no desire for
this is the first time I'm seeing it.
This figure.
I don't know. This is just like, I'm not surprised that this is an action figure that came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
Just pockets and straps and greeblies and
There's There's one that I did love that I had. It was the 2-pack, which we'll get into in a second. That is very much that same style. How about Superman in a trench coat?
There it is, yeah. With cut off finger gloves too.
Yeah.
He's so
Andrew
cool.
Dice Clay style.
I was gonna say, is he rocking like a what's he got, like a flat top? Because
He
I don't think that's
does.
mullet Superman.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
It's
high
like
and tight.
slick back. Yeah. Yeah. He definitely needs a little cigarette.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
Street Guardian Superman.
Jesus. Yikes.
Yeah, that's a woof.
I don't know. Hey, look, all I know is James Gunn leaves no stone unturned.
You
So
know what? You're right. You're very right. I said I
if he
once
can find a
saw
way to
the
make this work, he'll make it work.
Ultra Shield Superman. So this one I did have. It was like he wore like a little suit or whatever, and it would like protect him from the kryptonite or whatever.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, that's a common thing. You know, there's been suits and cars and space vehicles and stuff that he's had over the years to do different kryptonite projects.
Yeah.
Protect him from the radiation. The more interesting part is what else is going on with that undersuit. Like his trunks are like yellow and red, and sort of he's got that silver symbol, and I don't know, just a different take on the suit.
That's kind of neat.
I would have, as a kid, I definitely would have been disappointed that this figure, it looks like, doesn't have a cape. I get it. He's got the armor and all the stuff. You can still put a cape on there.
Yeah, it's Superman. He needs a cape.
Superman.
Which, by the way, maybe that's another reason why maybe you don't like the regeneration suit or whatever. No cape on the regeneration
cape. Yeah.
And then when he became like electric or whatever, there's no cape there, which is
no capes
weird.
there. Yeah.
Remember that was in the news too, of just like
it definitely was. Yeah. Yeah. Lots of people being very rational about that.
Very. How about this one? The steel blast hammer, decked out and glorious.
Digging that chrome.
Chrome.
Back metal looks great. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Like the shield, I don't mind the shield, but the sort of launching hammer mechanism. And I know he had some sort of Iron Man capabilities in his armor.
Sure.
Jet boots and blasts and all that kind of stuff. So it does still make sense within the sort of context of the character in the comics and whatever. But just from an action figure that I want to represent the character on my shelf, this one, a little bit of a miss for me. But I would have loved to have that vac metal on the other figure.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, DC Universe Classics did the same thing, where there was like a regular version and a more chromed out version. I think
DC Universe
for steel.
Classics steel. Not Metallo. Because you had him in the classics line. I remember this one. He's not quite vac metally.
No. There's definitely one that has like a bit, like the crest on his chest is like chromed out.
Yeah, did we ever get him in DC Universe Classics? Did I miss that one? Here we go. This one's steel. No, this is the other one.
Or maybe I just thought he was, because I bought him loose. Maybe I just thought he was part of DC Universe Classics, and he was
there's
part
a
of
superheroes one that people would use, because it was based. That was like the precursor to
the precursor. Yeah.
But anyway, okay. Well, there's some here on YouTube from 2010, so which was 15 years ago. Time. But yeah, no, I think the chromed out one looks cool, but I agree. Just the launcher action. Again, toys just do that. We're just like, God, I wish I could kit bash like 3 of these things to make the perfect thing.
Yeah, it's tough because there still wasn't the adult collector market yet.
Yes.
So everything still had to be geared and designed for action features and playability and kid stuff. And it's like, if you were collecting action figures, you just sort of had to go along with it.
Yep. Let's see. Heat vision gear. This I did not know existed. What is this?
I don't know.
What is this?
This does look more like the Eradicator to me, with those goggles, and it's no good.
This figure does not exist. I had no idea this figure existed.
Is that a squirt gun?
It kind of looks like it, but I guess it's electronic light and sounds.
Okay. There's a battery pack then. All right.
Yeah. So I guess it, lights up. It's got some vac metal on him too.
There's a lot going on there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a mess. This arm sculpt is weird.
Yeah, it's the sort of smoothness of that and the vac metal and the like. If you took the Superman symbol off the chest of that figure, you would not say, "Oh, that's Superman."
Yeah.
And so it has that real knockoff quality to it.
It definitely looks knockoff.
Yeah. I found it at a flea market for 25 cents in a package that said like Star Avengers, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, I love those knockoffs as a kid. But yeah, we got comic packs. This was the set that I got because it's the only way to get Doomsday.
Right.
It's the first Doomsday figure, and he came with this Hunter Prey Superman that is very 90s.
God, yeah. I mean, that's like Cyclops's
right
90s. That's the Jim Lee Cyclops outfit. I mean, he's got the mask, the head mask thing there going on, the cowl or whatever we're calling it. He's got the bicep pocket, That is absolutely a costume designed by Cyclops's tailor.
He saw Cyclops' suit and like, okay, do me one of those. Give me one of those.
What are the kids into? That? Let's do it. Let's do it. I hate to say I don't hate it.
Right? I dug it. I really dug this look. I thought this was a cool look for him. And this set came with a comic book, which was a fun little comic book.
Like, honestly, this looks like what an artist might do as like, oh, this is what they wear on Krypton.
Oh, yeah.
Like he just looks like a Kryptonian diplomat or something.
Yes. Yeah, I could definitely see that. But then the Doomsday came. It was a really solid Doomsday.
It is, yeah, for the era, absolutely, for sure.
Like he's posed, like he's very much like in a dramatic, but it's Doomsday. You want him to be kind of, extreme.
And he's pretty chunky too.
Yeah, he was a chunky boy. And he was great. Like, and he kind of his fists packed a punch. And I like that his open hand could kind of like hold a Superman and like pinch him in the head.
Yep.
That was a good little toy.
He's very bad guy coded. He's clearly the enemy.
What did you dig Doomsday's styling look or whatever?
Like I said, I didn't love the idea that it really just felt like they said, okay, we got to create a character that looks like and has the power just to kill Superman.
Okay. So just that he's just this overpowered kind of thing.
Yeah, let's give him spikes, let's make him hugely muscled and just a monstery monster, and I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing, I guess, if you took away that he killed Superman, would this iconography mean anything to you? And I guess it's no for you then, right? Like it's just
I mean, as a creature design, it's it's fine. It's the Hulk and that sort of McFarlane version of the Thing, had a baby, kind of spiky bone protrusions and whatever.
Yeah.
Again, he's very clearly monster. To me, I can't separate it from the 90s because that's when it happened.
Yes.
He's got a ponytail. But them little bike shorts and boots. And I know this character sort of went through an evolution. He had that sort of suit on and the goggles and everything. Yeah. And as he, got stronger, took damage, sort of like the Hulk, the stronger Hulk gets, madder Hulk gets, stronger Hulk gets.
Yeah.
It was that kind of situation. The more he beat on him, the more the protrusions came out. And I get all that. And, it worked for the story. Just, wasn't my favorite. For me, it was like, if Superman's going to die, if you're going to kill him, it should have been Lex Luthor. It should have been something that pulled more from his 60 years of history.
Right? Yeah. Even the Dark Knight Returns was so dramatic. Like where he like blocks out the sun or the sun's block. I don't think he blocked out the sun. The nuclear bombs. I haven't read it in a while.
Yeah.
But like, remember the sun going out, and he's like all like emaciated.
Yeah,
And then I just love that last bit where like Bruce has him. I want you to know that I beat you or whatever. I just thought that was like, oh my god, it's so badass.
Yeah, totally.
And to me, like, it wasn't so much this character killed him. I think the images that stay with me is just like Lois holding like the dead Superman. That was the more impactful thing out of that story for me.
Yeah, and I said, I set up this whole segment saying that I didn't read any of the books leading up to it. I still haven't read any of the books leading up to it. Maybe Doomsday was Jimmy Olsen or something. I don't know. I could be totally off on this. I'm just saying.
Someone's in the comments right now. What you missed, Dan?
Yeah, that's Jor-El's clone from Kryptonite Moon.
But anyway,
that's what I thought at the time. What I thought at the time was this guy looks like he was invented specifically to kill Superman. And
I think your take is the right take. I do. And then this next set we got Massacre and kind of, I feel like this torn up Superman should have gone with
Doomsday. Yeah,
Doomsday.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess it should have been more torn up than this, but yeah, I feel like, and then that cool Hunter Prey one should have gone with Massacre.
Oh, absolutely.
I've
never heard of Massacre. Never heard of Massacre.
I don't know them. Another person going, you don't know?
But I believe Allison's next link is Who is Massacre? So
see, Allison, you're the best.
Exactly.
She knows us well at this point.
Yeah. Well, she was probably doing the same thing. No offense, but I'm assuming she was like, who the hell's Massacre?
Was an alien of unknown origin who traveled the galaxy killing anyone he felt like just for fun. Okay. Powers, superhuman speed, strength, durability. All right. Oh, we could do interstellar travel. That's cool. So I guess if you're like a diehard Massacre fan, you really wanted this set.
If you're the diehard Massacre fan. His long, skinny legs.
Yeah.
Leg day.
Yeah, you can't skip it, you know?
I don't know. He's got like a little short skirt there. He's got the thigh bands, he's got the knee-high boots.
You know, that's a look.
It's like he's killing it on the runway.
Yeah. Work. Cover girl.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have this set.
Never.
This is where, like, if you're making a toy line that's supposed to like appeal to kids, you got Superman, right? He's an iconic character. Outside of the Doomsday, they haven't really given us any like baddies that are like, yeah,
just Lex. Yeah, just Lex. Yeah.
But even though Lex is kind of boring.
Yeah. Never very toy. This is a pretty posed Superman too, at least from the waist down. That like jutting forward knee, which again, like you just said, this definitely would have fit better with the Doomsday.
Right? But also he has an extreme, like this pose right here,
stretching out those hamstrings. Yeah.
You can basically only pose him this way.
To say he's probably arched back that far because they couldn't get it to stand up otherwise.
But yeah, this torn up one definitely, like, they did swap. That's what they wanted, and they messed it up somewhere in the factory or something. All right, moving on. Here we've got Cyberlink, Superman, and Cyberlink
Batman. Yeah, you can't put a line out there without Batman in it.
But then they didn't give us a normal Batman. It's all teched up.
He is very teched up. Yeah. Even his cape has like tech bits on it.
Right? This would enrage me.
Is that a cloth cape on Batman?
No, I think it's still plastic. I think it's still plastic. Hold on, let's try and get a. Yeah, because look, he's holding it here.
Okay, yeah.
That's plastic.
Yeah, it's got an ombre to it too. Nice fade from black to blue. It's nice.
And this pose, I hate this pose.
That looks like he's a total Justice figure.
Yes.
And I mean, man, if you wanted to run Batman through the 90s ringer, that's it. That's it. He's got the asymmetrical Cyclops strap kind of coming down around the rib cage, all kinds of unnecessary straps, and that weird little pouch on his hip there. The knee pad boots with the shin exposed there, and then of course, just the silver metallic bodysuit. It's nice.
That's nice. This doesn't even look human. Like what sculptor thought this looked
Careful, we might know him. We might know him.
Or they're in the comment. That was my father.
Yeah, exactly.
It pissed me off then. It still pisses me off now. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
But I guess it's cool if you like that. I don't want to like yuck anyone's yum. I guess I did a lot of yucking there. This Superman's kind of fine, I guess.
Yeah, another Superman, you know. Batman had pretty much paved the way and said, just do whatever you want.
100 different ones. But to me, it's like, okay, I have this Superman. This Superman is all I need. This is Superman.
Yep.
And I feel like this for Superman more so than Batman, or at least Batman, he has that feel of like, well, he has all these different gadgets and stuff. So
sure. Yeah. Mission specific. Superman is Superman. He can fly into the sun. He doesn't need different kinds of body armor. Right.
Exactly. And I think maybe that's why this toy line never quite took off. Maybe you have a terrible imagination and you just you're so single-minded and just limited in your ability to think. Like, I don't know. Work that out. Maybe. It's just like, this is all you need. This is all with my imagination. This is all I need. Just give me a regular.
He's got this kind of armor on. What am I supposed to do with this?
Like, why? Why does he need it? And then we've got an Ultimate Superman, a 10-inch figure. Give him that big 10-inch record. It was just kind of like a statue thing.
Yeah, I don't know. That is stoned Nicolas Cage Superman right there. That is not my favorite Superman head sculpt that I've ever seen.
You got to steal your Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
But but this was made to be on some teenager or, comic book nerd's shelf.
Yeah.
Supposed to be like epic, just like, oh, this is for the real collectors.
Yeah, because I think he's just got shoulders.
Yeah, but they're like cut. That's it.
Yeah, just vertical. Yeah.
So no, you wouldn't get this one today.
Woof, no. Wouldn't have got it then either.
I wonder, is this like the Superman that was in Seinfeld's apartment, like on his little shelf? Is this that Superman? I don't know. The Superman that's on Seinfeld. How do you spell Seinfeld? S-I-E?
S-E-I.
S-E-I? S-E-I. Feld's shelf. Oh, it's like a full statue.
Yeah. Go over to images.
Where,
the images tab up at the top there.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it clearer there.
Okay. I mean, it's not that much different than.
It's not, yeah. I mean, the head is definitely different.
It's doing the same kind of thing. Look into the. What was that?
I mean, it's very similar. It's not the same, but it is definitely similar.
Hold on, where's the? Was it here? Oh, I gotta find it. There it is. Okay, here we go. Let's go. This is the Kenner one, and that's the one that's on Jerry's shelf. Kenner, Jerry's shelf. It's not. I mean, I know it's different, but it's going for a similar vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, all right. Let's see. Exclusive figures. We got Eradicator Super Man Toy Fair. Yeah. Exclusive.
He looks like he's playing a hot piano. He's playing "We Didn't Start the Fire" by Billy Joel.
I was gonna say, "Goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire." Jerry, you shake my nerve and you rattle my brain. Are you a Eradicator fan? I didn't.
Not really. No.
I didn't really care either.
Didn't really.
I found him.
Him and Cyborg Superman never did anything for me.
Right? Like they kind of annoyed the crap out of me.
Yeah. I mean, for the story, the sort of replacement Superman, the fourth Superman after he died, it was interesting to have these sort of four different characters from different parts of Superman's history coming in to fill the gap there. Mm-hmm. So in that respect, it was interesting, but I've never felt the need like, oh, I need to own these figures.
Especially this one, like out of all of the ones, this one just feels the least kind of. I don't know why.
Every once in a while, somebody does a cape design. It happens to Thor a lot. There's other characters where they do that like arched up
Yes,
cape
like
thing, and I hate it. I
mm-hmm.
hate it.
Yeah.
I think Raven on the Teen Titans, I think her cape does that
Yes.
sometimes. Oh
Yep.
God, I hate it.
Yeah. But there it is. Toy Fair exclusive. And then vehicles, you got a Kryptonian battle suit. This thing is insane. So I didn't know this was a toy at the time. Were you familiar with this crazy ass battle suit for Superman?
First time I'm seeing it.
it's it's a giant mech suit.
Heck, it's pretty cool.
Right? It's kind of wild. But it is very much just it's just so crazy that they made this huge ass suit for Superman with kryptonite blasters?
Yeah, missiles. Yeah.
Missiles, yeah.
I like that translucent cockpit window. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, it makes sense. It goes with his regeneration suit or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, fun toy.
It's kinda cool. I wonder, these are expensive? I'm not gonna probably pretty pricey.
He's got a reel-to-reel there in the chest so he can watch movies.
Listen to music too. What is this thing called? The Kryptonian
battle suit. Yeah.
Kryptonian battle suit. Spelling it wrong. Hey, $79. That's not bad. In box.
Gotta be able to find that loose somewhere for like 20.
Probably. Then we got a Superboy cycle. This is this has to be like a Batman reuse or something.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen this vehicle before. That's so 90s.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a cool motorcycle.
That's not bad.
I appreciate the, you know, mask nature of it that allows it to
the flipping of the wheels. Kenner got reuse out of this like conversion coupe thing so many times. First in the Batman toy line. Did you ever own any of these conversion coupe vehicles?
No, I don't. Did I? No, I have a later Batman one that I think is from one of the Bale movies.
Okay. I had the I'm guessing this is using some of the tooling somewhere, but the Batman Returns one or whatever. It's a fun little idea where he kind of there's like two seats, and then when you pull it back, one back and another one like kind of pops in. So it's a neat little idea. And it kind of works, especially for Superman, where he's in Clark Kent garb and needs to turn into Superman. So it's kind of a neat little idea.
It's a fun car design. If I had that as a kid, I would love the fact that it, you know, had sort of a cockpit style canopy and the wings that pop out the side. I don't know if I would have used it with Superman. I might have thrown somebody else in there, a little more piloty, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty slick. Pretty slick. And then we didn't have any official play sets, but we did have some unreleased items. Metallo was reused later in the superheroes toy line, so they reused that sculpt here. Which I didn't. Did you get any of those like later like Hasbro DC figures? They're all kind of sad.
I don't think so.
And then King Shark was put in a 2-pack as well. But this was originally sculpted for this Man of Steel toy line. That was released in 96. But again, I don't think I gave a crap about King Shark till much later.
And that's a rough looking King Shark. If I saw that in a bin, I might think that was a Ninja Turtles figure.
It's not great.
That's a rough pose. That thing's not going to stand up.
No way. Like even seeing this picture, like they've kind of like just pulling out just a little bit so it somehow kind of stands upright.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. And then there was a cloning lab at Metropolis Bank playset that it got reused as the Joker Toxic Lab. which is kind of fun, I guess. I really just didn't dig the Hasbro DC stuff. It just felt really kind of half-baked or really cheap compared to the earlier Kenner stuff. It was also used as cryo-freeze chamber. Batman and Robin, and then the Metropolis Bank was used as a Gotham City bank. So a lot of reuse stuff that they could put in the line got put into Batman, which does work pretty well with each other. This website, Toy Mania, has a lot of the original images of those unreleased. So Metallo, Street Guardian Superboy, and the Superboy King Shark 2-pack. Even had some card art for it. And then on the back here, the Toy Fair catalog had the Cloning Lab playset and Metropolis Bank that, again, was turned into Batman playsets. And that, my friends, wraps up Kenner's Superman, Man of Steel toy line. So, Dan, what's our final thoughts here?
It's a cool line. It's it's of the era. It delivered a pretty straightforward Superman, despite the mullet. And some fun gimmicks and things for kids who are actually just looking for stuff to play with. I guess the adult collector market wasn't really the target yet.
Sure,
still a couple years away from that. But it was cool. I remember being very excited for the Justice League animated series figures when those came out. That Bruce Timm style, not very posable, pretty much only good for standing straight up on their stands. But it was, talk about just a straightforward version of pretty much every single character.
Yes,
that sort of became the measure.
Yeah, not until DC Universe Classics that I feel like that, but between Superpowers and that line, like the Justice League Unlimited stuff. Okay, I got it. I got it to do.
There it is.
And then I guess I just flip the thing, and then it like, hey,
it works. That worked. That was fine. A toy gimmick. That was great.
It did
it. As advertised.
Exactly. All right. Well, they're a fun toy line. Like
absolutely. And the animated series line is right around the corner from this.
Basically, like this gets supplanted by the animated series toy line. Were you a fan of the Superman animated series?
Big time, yeah.
It was a good show.
I was super excited. I could not wait for that show to start. We've covered it on our show. Batman was so good. You were like, God, please roll this out to other characters, please. When Superman hit, awesome. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
That Bruce Timm run of just like Batman, New Adventures Batman, Superman,
Robin, Superman, right into Justice League,
Justice League Unlimited, and then Batman Beyond. Like that run was just so good.
Yeah, just so many good episodes, so much good storytelling, so much good character development. Yeah, and tons of toys.
So many toys. So this one's maybe often forgotten. I mean, it kind of is just in there while you have all that great Timverse stuff for that run, but still pretty cool. And that, Dan, wraps up season 1 of the Toy Geeks podcast.
Good.
40 something episodes, like 48 episodes.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
I think so.
What?
I think we're like, this is 48.
That sounds right. That's I mean, like 42 of them were Ghostbusters, right? What it felt like. Yeah.
The most was definitely G.I. Joe.
I was gonna say we were on G.I. Joe for a while.
Like 7 months.
Masters of the Universe was for a while.
So we'll take a little bit of a break. We got Comic-Con coming up. And just like summer busy stuff, especially for me.
Jay, are you doing coverage of Comic-Con?
Yeah.
It's pressure.
Not really, because here's the thing. This is the beauty about going to Comic-Con and like covering anything at Comic-Con. Our friend Pixel Dan is going to do like a bang up job getting everything. Everything.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I'm just here to like, this is just the things that I thought were interesting. If you want to watch it, whatever, don't, So like, if you want a professional, go watch his videos, And so I think I'll be live streaming preview night. And then because that's kind of like, that's the best. That's my favorite night is preview night.
Yeah.
Which by the way, I gotta submit for the exclusive portals. Have you submitted for your exclusive portals yet? Today's the last day.
I don't even know what that is.
So like some toy, whatever, you can't just get in line. You have to like go into the portal.
Oh, like exclusives and stuff, or
to
whatever.
get a lotto to get in line at a certain time.
I don't want to play any of those games.
It's probably
I'm not interested.
It's probably the smart play.
I asked Mike to grab me the Four Horsemen figure because he's going to be there on Thursday. I don't get in until like Thursday night, so I was like,
"Oh wow, you gonna be here preview night?"
No, yeah. Oh well.
Well, okay, so I'll be live streaming preview night, and then
I'll be watching. I'll be in chat.
I think McFarlane's doing a party on Wednesday before that, so I'll be at that. And then I don't know if Hasbro's doing a breakfast this year. And then the big toy tuber party Friday night.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I haven't bowled in a while. I'm looking forward to bowling. If you want to come talk to me, find me in the lanes.
It's kind of wild. It's kind of I gotta get the Craig and I were talking yesterday of like kind of run a show together because it's so many toy tubers. So I'm thinking just like doing little segments, like where everybody gets like a segment or something. But it should be fun. So you have to tell me like what segment do you want? Would it be like classified reveal or something? I don't know. Whatever thing you might want to talk about.
Whatever. I'm up for whatever. Who cares? Like I'm not doing any kind of coverage. I'm going to shoot 1 million photographs and videos and stuff like that. I'm not going to be streaming. I'm not going to be whatever. But I may try to see how many people's videos I can show up.
How many guest appearances?
Yeah.
What are you looking for? This is your first Comic-Con.
I'm just looking to take the whole thing in, just check it out, like I don't want to stress out about anything. If that floor is too crowded, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, like exclusives and whatever, I don't want to hassle with any of that. Like if I can grab something, I'll grab it. But if it's going to be a big deal, I don't care.
I would say like if you're coming through, like Friday might be chiller anyway, because like maybe the tough stuff that people really want will sell out by then.
Yeah,
and that's when like Hasbro and Mattel kind of chill out.
And I'm hoping they do. I'm hoping Hasbro does what they did for Japan, and they're like, yeah, you can go over to the booth and wait in line, or it's online. Just order it now.
I hope so, but they're saying they're gonna whatever is left over, then they'll put it online.
Yeah,
which is stressful. And then yeah, but George Lucas is doing his first Comic-Con. Are you still there Sunday?
Yeah. I fly out way late Sunday night.
Okay, cool.
I think I'm red eye Sunday night. Get back Monday morning.
At least historically, Sunday's the most chill day because most people leave Sunday.
Yeah.
So if you're like, if the floor is too much, like maybe wait till Sunday, and Sunday you probably get to explore a little more without it being too chaotic. It's stressful.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot because there's toy stuff I want to see. There's lots of comic book stuff, people and writers and artists and stuff that I want to see, and then all the other just peripheral things.
It's so much, and you have the right approach because I Dolers, and he has like this. He wants to do all this stuff, and it's just like this is my anybody doing Comic-Con for the first time. You're gonna want to do all the things. Don't be upset if it doesn't happen just because it's so like it's just impossible to do it all.
He's got an exception. This might be the last time he's ever in the country. So
he's got to get it off.
He might not be able to ever go to Comic-Con again.
Anywho, so it should be fun. So anybody that we see there, say hi. It should be a good time.
For sure.
It's my favorite. This is my however many times. I'm going since 06, but we missed the pandemic years it shut down. But other than that, been to everyone. Yeah, and plus it's just nice to see friends I never see. It's just a good time. Plus it's my hometown.
I was gonna say back in the old neighborhood. Yeah,
and the weather, knock on wood, Dan's looking good. It's looking real good.
So like 70s.
Yeah, like 72 to 75.
Awesome. I haven't checked yet. That's great.
Peak is 72 to 75.
Yeah. No, if we hit 100 with a crowded floor, I'll forget
it. Toast.
I'll find it at the beach or something. I don't
know. Oh my goodness. So if you see us there, say hi. Dan, thank you for a great season.
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to announce what the next one is now? Like
what is it?
G1 Transformer.
All right, let's hit it. Let's do it.
And you love that. You love those, right?
I love G1 Transformers. Yeah, whatever. I still have a bunch.
So that'll be the next series, but we'll take about a month off or so, then we'll be back. But in meantime, I've got a bunch of videos that I haven't posted yet that I've gotten permission to post for other episodes. So maybe I'll finish posting the G.I. Joe ones. People have been asking for those.
Cool, yeah.
So there'll be more stuff on this channel, even though we're taking a break from making new episodes. So all right. Anyway, we'll see you all next time. Allison, thank you so much. Amazing.
Thank you very much. Absolutely.
A lot of saves this week, Allison. I love how you knew like we're not gonna know who the hell these characters are. That was perfect. All right. We'll see you all next time. Hasta luego and goodbye.
Later.